Gawad Kalinga, eh hindi lang horizontal at saka vertical, kundi yung mga sustainability in terms of moral values and so on. Paano pa mas mamamultiply yung effort na yon with donor assistance, private sector? Kasi ang backlog po ng housing natin, palagay mo natin may factor po ng housing na problem. Ito, although sinasabi nyo, you're not only building houses, ay napakalaki. Sa Metropolitan Manila, doon sa isang slide nyo, sinabi nyo ang houses doon, ang poor families natin, 23%. Sa 23% of the population, siguro 30% pala ng buong population ng Metro Manila, walang bahay. So kung ang i-build lang po natin sa isang hektarya o sa isang piece of land, eh mga 15 to 20 units, kakailanganin po natin ng napakalaking lupa. Hindi po tayo makakakope sa backlog. At napakalaki ng cash out lagi ng mga private sector, ng GK, hindi mabilis natin makukope yung problema. So, una pong tanong, bigyan nga lang po nyo kami ng idea, yung mga permutation ng agreements nyo para mag-build po ng community. That's one.
Yung po sa Memorandum of Agreement, like in our experience, no, it says in the MOA na the local government will acquire the land and we will develop the land. And that time, yung funders namin, the GK people, yung mga nagdo-donate, they're the ones helping us fund the houses. And then yung labor counterpart po, the beneficiaries and the people who volunteers, yung tinatawag namin 1 milyong bayani, the one who helps us, yun yung counterpart nila. So, pwede pong mag-vary yung Memorandum of Agreement because some private people, they also donate their lands. So, dinodonate nila yon sa GK does not accept naman the donation. It's always in the local government. Eh. So, papartner po sila sa LGU and then yung GK will also help dun sa funding. So, yun po. And then the local government will develop the site. Yun po yung ginagawa namin. So, yung sinasabi nga po natin like sa Taguig, no, what we're doing now is talagang pataas na lahat ang ginagawa namin so to maximize the land area. At ngayon po, ang ginagawa rin namin sa ibang probinsya, meron na kaming yung duplex. In San Isidro and Caber, we already started that para talaga ma-maximize namin yung land area. Yun po yung ginagawa namin. So, yung pong MOA, pwede pong magbago. Depende po doon sa sitwasyon doon sa municipality.
Ma'am, kung halimbawa po mataas sa like medium-rise building, nangangailangan na po yan ng contractors, di po ba? Hindi na po pwede yun yung mga volunteers kasi medyo complicated na po yun ng construction.
Yeah.
Hindi katulad sa rural na mas madali.
On the question of land, GK has a fixed formula, 1:100. 1 hectare usually we will fit 100 homes. That's the basic formula. But we change that depending on the kind of land that we get. But that's a standard that we begin with, 1:100. So when you begin about the ratio actually, when you sum up the target rate of 2024, we only need 50,000 home lots actually. So that's around the number that we're working with. And then when it comes to vertical buildings, this is sample. You're asking about an urban model. This is in Taguig. This is what I was telling you about. Na best for the least, ito yung ginawa namin sa Taguig. And this picture was taken, I think, a year after we've given the houses. And you can see that the area is well-maintained. Walang nakatambay kasi yung mga lalaki nagkatrabaho, yung mga nanay nagkatrabaho, yung mga bata nag-aaral. So dating slum community yan, tinayo namin, when we went vertical, yes, we brought in more skilled labor. But we don't hire a contractor per se. We just bring in skilled labor. And as per building code, I think you can go until the height of twice this size without actually requiring a new set of skills. So we limited in Taguig, with the help of Mayor Tinga, we've experimented with a medium-rise model. 2 ganyan pinagpatong. It's actually just one house na may mezzanine lang. So hindi siya full 2 stories. So pinagpatong namin yung 2 ganyan, and in one small area, I think of less than 1,000 square meters, we were able to fit around 50 families. Pero kasi we went up. That's the city model that we use. In Taguig, they're part of the city government's program to redistribute land. So there's payment for the land. But for the houses, it's still sweat equity. When it comes to Gawad Kalinga, yung bayad lang po nung titira ay yung pawis. At yung pawis niya dapat sa bahay na hindi mapupunta sa kanya. Dapat itayo niya yung bahay ng kapitbahay niya. So, bawal na alam mo yung bahay mo. So, yun lang po yung bayad nila. Pero yung like in Taguig, ito, binabayaran to ng mga mamamayan ng Taguig sa city government ng Taguig kasi tinulungan sila para ma-acquire yung lupa.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, sir. Pa-introduce lang po.
I'm Professor Saginsin of HSB, a part-time instructor. My day job before was a contractor and developer. So, Lawrence, does this the GK houses, does this conform with the requirements? Do you get the usual permits, the BP 220, the development permit, the ECC, okay?
Everything. We go through all the gestures of all the required permits to build these houses.
Are these, does this take as long as the private?
No.
Or are these facilitated by
They are
the government?
facilitated by our partnership with the local governments. That's why we bring them into the partnership.
Okay, as with regards to this vertical construction, this requires structural computations. Does the institute employ structural engineers and or are your plans signed by? Does the institute have engineers and architects to sign the plans?
On the building side itself is the GK Foundation that really takes care of the building. So in terms of building it, they get the right skill set to do this. So before nung row houses lang po saka single detached, kahit sino marunong lang yan, pwede. Pero nung ginawa naman yung Taguig, the foundation itself, Gawad Kalinga, hired new people to figure out a vertical. But on the institute side, what we've been doing is to actually help GK figure out its model and improve it. Case in point is Bicol. Remember Typhoon Reming in Bicol? Typhoon Reming reset the standards for us because I think our houses are built only for X kph of wind, right? That's the standard. But Reming reset our standards for that. So what we did in Bicol was to get the help of the institute in Bicol to design typhoon-resistant houses that could withstand higher levels of wind. And one such innovation that the institute did for GK in Bicol was that we converted from using steel trusses to wooden trusses. Because according to the institute, that wood will move with the wind, whereas the steel will fly with the wind. So we converted all our new houses to now use and employ wooden trusses. And that's the work of the institute. But the one who actually builds the houses are the volunteers of Gawad Kalinga. So that's how the institute works. We, in a way, we're a think tank for Gawad Kalinga and helping them improve their models.
And I guess po yung isang maganda dun sa mga questions which ask specifications about the contract, about the houses, that we see that Gawad Kalinga doesn't have one model for all. In fact, in my experience of several years of knowing GK, I've seen them adapt. Okay, in fact, if you don't know, they also have some mechanisms and new ways to help indigenous people, diba? So, hindi po one solution for all communities. They have different adaptations depending on the needs of the community. Last 2 to 3 questions po siguro. We have Mayor, we have Ma'am, and then we have Sir. Thank you.
I would like just to add yung sa tanong po ninyo. Usually, the responsibility of the mayors na kapartner ng GK is we do not issue permits doon sa mga buildings na itatayo nila because we have skilled workers, meron kami Department of Engineering. So it is the job of the Department of Engineering to see to it that the construction that they are going to build is according to specification. Otherwise, we don't build. It happened in San Isidro. Nung magtatayo sila, sabi nung engineer ko, ma'am, hindi po pwede ito kasi kulang yung kailangang palitan. So we change according to our standard and we gave it to them. So we changed the whole according to what we require. Usually ganun yun. I think Mayor Tinga has seen to it that these houses are built according to the standards. Kasi responsibility namin pag may nangyari eh.
Thank you, ma'am. For everyone's knowledge, she is Mayor Sonia, the twin mayor of Mayor Baby. Yes, ma'am, and then Sir.
So you mentioned in the earlier presentation that Gawad Kalinga provides land, homes, and food. But in this, what's this example, Taguig, there's no space for agriculture or